Here we have a mid-season clash of teams who've earned their spot in the top 25, trying to come up with a victory today and make a big push toward the home stretch. Welcome to beautiful Boulder, Colorado, Folsom Field, home of the Colorado Buffaloes. As we'll see the number 10 team in the country, the Baylor Bears, taking on one of the top 5 teams in this conference, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. The Bears will kick it away, start us off. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So the Buffaloes offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And each offense features a star tight end, Kirk. What an elite matchup of guys who can really hurt defenses in a variety of ways.
When was the last time we did a game where we were excited to watch 2 tight ends from opposing teams go against each other? But that's what we have today. Both of these guys are elite at their position. Both want to have bragging rights that they're the best in the country. Let's see who can be showcased better today.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. So an early season test for both teams, a top 25 matchup. Both trying to get off to a quick start here, Kirk, and set the tone for the rest of this one.
Well, that's the beauty of these matchups early in the year. You're either going to come out fast or fall flat, and one of these teams will experience the latter. This game is crucial to kick-starting your team in the right direction for the season. These kind of games create that type of momentum that they can carry with them on a week-to-week basis.
Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
I feel like this quarterback can make this throw in his sleep. It's like clockwork, a curl route against zone. And the quarterback, the only thing is he had to fit it into a tight window for that first down completion.
Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. The Buffaloes line up on 1st and 10 now. They keep him off balance for the run. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Offense will set up on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Play action here on 1st down. Looking to scramble. And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on 1st down.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver. The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit. He knocks it through with confidence. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So Baylor's offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. We got a quarterback here coming off a sensational performance, Kirk. He sounded very confident when we met with him this week. Let's see if he can build on that this time.
Yeah, I think the last game that he played, he just threw the football on time. He didn't try to do too much, found the open receivers, took what the defense gave him, and as you mentioned, we had a chance to talk to him. I think that's what he's looking to try to do, not try to live up to the hype, just put together another solid performance.
Breaking free at the 35. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run, you can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
QB bootlegs here. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as a quarterback. The defense did not bite at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
Pitches to the back. Brought down quickly after the pitch. The defense reading that option very well.
That's how you disrupt a third down play. They knew where the pitch was going to go and blew it up. Send them not only to fourth down, but now fourth down and long.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. Had to reluctantly settle for a field goal last time out. Really want to find the end zone here. They're going to run it here. Runs through the defender. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Looking to pass here on second down. Receiver makes the catch. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
There's the handoff. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Here's the second down play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And they get the completion.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
So it's third and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Can he get there on the ground? And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run.
That running back picks up a big gain, but I want to give credit to the offensive line. Did a really nice job there up front of being able to communicate, get on the same page, create that crease in the defense, and it made it very easy for the back to pick up the first down and then big yards in the back end.
Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down and goal. Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run.
And on second and goal, the offense goes with the speed to try to get the ball out to the edge. But how about this defense? Not only are they physical, but here they show what kind of speed they have as well.
They'll look to throw it on third and goal. He escapes the pocket. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Buffaloes.
What a threat to this offense to have a weapon like this at quarterback. Down in the red zone, surveying the coverage, nobody open, so he does it himself with his legs and gets to the end zone for the touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here comes the Baylor offense out of the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? They bring him down to the 45, but a solid gain to keep this drive going. One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be first down. Back to pass. It's Harris. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Throwing off play action. It's complete. They get him down to wrap up the first period of play. So far, this has been a battle on the ground. We've completed the first quarter, and the run game has dominated. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He finds his man. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
That completion makes it second and short. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Now, it's not going to show up in the stat sheet, but the offensive line did everything in their power to give the quarterback time. Ultimately, the play just didn't work out.
Can he make it to the marker? They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. And he's got it, no problem.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. The returner is brought down. Gets a start on the next drive. And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. Trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. They'll hand it off. Powering through. Tried to bounce it, but couldn't get the quarter to stop him for a loss.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Offense really against this embattled defense. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Gets into space at the 50. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
And the ball is hauled in. In the clear at the 25. They finally make the tackle, but a huge gain down to the 15.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the Buffaloes will have 1st and 10 here. In the red area, it's Jackson. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Heading left after the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. On the run here. Lets it go. Looking right. This one caught. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Buffs. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the 1st quarter to establish the lead, the 2nd quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. They've had to settle for field goals. That won't work anymore. They got to find the end zone this time. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. The Bears hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
A lot of times you see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum. It comes off to a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to old reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
Finding some room with the 25. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 1st and 10 play coming up.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
They'll run it from the gun. Going absolutely nowhere with a loss of the ball.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
To the air, it's Harris. Looking for the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Now play enough for a 1st down. The offense set up at the 43. And the Bears churn out another 1st down. It's a draw play. And they'll bring him down after just a short pick.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Snags the quick throw. And they bring him down quickly, but that's a solid gain on the short throw. Here we go, 3rd and short on the 7th play of this drive. That's a design quarterback keeper. Big-time conversion to keep the drive going. 1st down now from the 30. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10.
That's going to be enough for the 1st down, and just as you'd expect, here comes that up-tempo approach by this offense. The defense is aware that this is something they do, but see how well they defend it.
They make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a 1st down in the red zone. The Bears looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. The receiver grabs it. Finally stopped at the 4. Great catch and run.
I think the defense got fooled here. They thought that receiver was going to go deep downfield. He ends up curling back to the inside for a nice gain.
Looking to throw. It's Harris. He's got it near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Baylor. Well, they slowed the game down with a long, grinding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you can score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense, and man, did they make that look easy.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. He fires downfield. He's got a man down the middle. Muscles past the defense. Powerful running. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Obvious penalty, doesn't matter. Offense makes a big gain. Offense on the move now as that penalty gives them a fresh set of downs. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
Boy, it looked like the quarterback was caught in between. Should I hand it off? Should I pull it and make the throw? Ends up getting some positive yards, but I think they missed a chance for a bigger gain.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, he makes the catch!
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the first down marker. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. And now the first snap in the red zone in this drive. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And the pass is complete to the tight end. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Yeah, you know this defense is going to be frustrated after giving them multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
It's a quick grab. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado.
Boy, as a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. Be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So they start the drive here, looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. A change, another great move. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Just time enough for one more play in the half. To throw, it's Harris. Bringing pressure. Taking a shot deep down the right side. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the first half of play. The Buffaloes will kick it off to begin the second half. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. The passing game was effective in the first half. Let's see if they continue to lean on that as they try to make up the deficit here. He gets loose. Breaks into the clear. They've got him, but not before making first down yards. They'll move the ball to the 41. And the Bears come to the line in the hurry up.
Boy, is this tough to deal with for this defense. Not only do you give up a big gain, but look at this. They're already at the line of scrimmage, about to snap the ball again.
Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. And they hit him in the backfield. It's a loss on this play. The defense just tired of seeing that running back get loose for big gains. Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Makes a quick grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Quick throw to the left side. And the pass knocked down by the defense. Incomplete. The Bears will have to kick it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And the returner is brought down. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards.
Delay of game. Offense.
Dangerous play call here after that 5-yard penalty. Keeping it on the ground here. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. He pulls in the catch. Finally marked out after a big gain, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. Solid gain on the play there, wiped out by the penalty flag. Offense getting set. It's second down. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Finds room at the 30. Now here he goes. Tackle made way downfield. Enormous gain.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Here's a quick throw off the play fake. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. That's certainly part of calling an RPO. If everyone's not on the same page, you get an eager lineman look too far downfield. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. He'll hand it off. Gets some space around the 30. Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. It keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
And that run produces a decent gain. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Buffaloes. But they'll try to add the lead now with a PAT. They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He's stopping, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
On first down, they'll keep their running game churning. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Back to throw. It's Harris. Defense is coming after him. Dumps it down to the back. Caught. And a spin move there before he's tackled. Picks up a solid gain, though. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. The Bears will send their punt team onto the field. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And the returner will be brought down. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building in the lead here in the second half. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Moves out of the pocket. Pass is caught. The man was wide open that time. They finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32. So the explosive play changes the complexion of the drive. They're set up outside the 30 now. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. First down and more. He's still running. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Fights through a tackle. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
Offense now behind the 6 on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. Second down, we're going to throw it. Receiver makes the grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Offense thinking touchdown, not field goal, facing a 3rd and long from the 20-yard line. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. On the move now. End zone ahead. No stopping him on that one. Touchdown, Buffs.
Wow, 1 minute this quarterback is surveying the field for an open receiver. The next, he's pulling it down, tucking the football, and putting it into the end zone for touchdown himself.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage here. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Offense getting set, second down play here. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Catch made on the right side. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. The Bears will have to kick this away. That's his 4th one already today. And it's taken right around the 35. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin at their own 45-yard line. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the second half. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. And now the handoff. Breaks into the clear. They finally make the stop, but the offense threatening down. First down to the 27.
Chris, that's another good run for him. He's had such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And notice how the balance of this passing game has been on display here. A whole bunch of guys getting involved, catching passes. That's tough to stop. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They open the fourth by going to the air. Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Touchdown, Colorado. This offense really clicking.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So here comes the Baylor offense out of the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Makes a quick catch.
Well, playing with the lead, good job by this defense to keep the receiver in bounds. Try to keep that clock moving, trying to secure a victory.
Play fake, looking to throw. Quick throw, caught over the middle. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
The defenders are starting to come back for seconds now. That's the second sack of the game for this guy. And the bigger story is the effort of this defense. Even when the result has already been decided for some time now, they're not slowing down or taking it easy.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Caught quickly. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the 4th quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
4th down, looking to throw for it. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big 4th down stop.
Chris, they had it. They had exactly what they wanted. I can't believe this would have been a touchdown, but he drops the ball on 4th down.
And here's the handoff. Gets the first and still running. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24.
What a shock, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line play.
They bring it down, but the game sets up the offense 1st and goal from the 10. And the Buffaloes line up with a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, handoff. Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Check this out. It's a 5-wide receiver look on 2nd and goal. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. It's an out route, a catch made.
That completion gets him a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with 3rd down coming up.
Here we go. 3rd and goal coming up. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Buffaloes.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
Point after, knocked right through. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be back, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. The last time. Well, this one, I mean, defied everyone's expectations except this lower-ranked team. Nobody gave him a chance not just to win, but to blow out this respect.